Boom, boom, this is Kenra. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so we got Raid Shadow Legends up on tap today. We're going to do a final review of of this game. So let's get to it. Alright, so what can be said about Raid Shadow Legends that hasn't been said already? Not much. If you've watched any other video on this, you'll know the same thing. This is a free-to-play game, but it's not, you can't be competitive. It's not free to win. It's not designed that way. It's not set up that way. I've beaten the game on normal mode. I've went through. You can do it with a base team without spending any money. You can beat the campaign on normal. I didn't have any trouble doing that. Got a couple lucky pulls, and beat the stage 7 right here is the final on the Brimstone Path. Um, as you can see, there's no more left. So it's doable. I have a fairly decent team, though. I managed to get one really lucky pull, which turned out to be Tyrell right here. He's really, really, really one of the best characters in the game, uh, in terms of just his ability. He does high damage, has good defense. So he's and I got a pretty good set on him. I got the 4 pieces of this speed set. From when you log on they're very generous when you create your account. They give you some really good sets, epic sets, 5 6 star. I think they're actually 5 star actually. Epic sets that you can use to outfit your characters. And the starting characters you got. Here's a starting character, Kale. El Hain's another starting. There's an orc called Galak. All of those 3 starting characters. You get them up to 6 star, max ascension, max out their skills. There are farm characters. You can pretty much go through the whole thing with them, and that's what you use to build up the experience levels for your other characters, so that you can get them to max level, so that they can be increased to star. And it's 2 2s to 3 3s to a 4 4, it's 5 up to 6 star, which is the max. And they're good characters, that the starting characters, and they give you the sets that you need to outfit them. The problem is, um, in the end, it comes down to the skills. The skill books are a very rare drop, so you can't farm them anywhere. You can't go anywhere to get the skills. It has to be done with these books right here. The problem is you need to build up numerous characters. You can't just have 1 or 2 teams. You need to build up a lot of characters to be competitive, because they have to synergy. Um, and because there's an elemental chain, you have to have different ones. So, um, for instance, to upgrade, I've been working. Kale's the only person that I've upgraded the skills on. Okay, I haven't upgraded the skills on anybody else of my team, and this is all of the skill books that I have in playing in 23 days. These are the only skill books I've been able, and I just get these. Um, I, the I held off. There was an event they had, a 3 or 4 day event a while back, where they had leveling up characters, and I saved up a bunch of characters. I had a full kit, and I saved them up so that I could upgrade them right during the event, and I managed to do well in the event, and I managed to get my hands on one of these legendary tombs and one of these epic tunes. Um, and then the other one was for winning that. But this is all this, and you can't get these. They're very, 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 very rare to drop. They even admit that they're very rare to drop. Uh, they make their money off of, you have to spend money. There are people that spend thousands of dollars in this game to progress, and that is what it is. If you have thousands of dollars to spend on a game, this might be the game for you, because if you do it, you can purchase up your you can get your shards. You can get your tombs. So there's a sacred shard right there. 5 void shards, 5 skill books. See, they're available. They've got the stuff out there. Yet you see. You know, they've got, you know, see, shards. You can buy this stuff, okay, and that's what you have to do to get ahead in the game. If you want to be competitive in this game, then you're going to have to, you're going to have to spend the money to do it. But and that's fine if that's the type of game that if if you're able to dump that much money into the game, then and you want to give it a try, then go for it. I mean, it's not difficult any. It took me 23 days to beat the game, and I didn't even. A lot of times, I just spent farming. Farming the dungeons and getting the materials for Ascension. Um, so they're liberal with their energy. Um, at the beginning of the game, but as you progress through, you know, you only get 127 energy a day. It's based on your level. I'm at 34. Of course, that increases as you get your level up, but you know, and it's going to get where you're probably going to end up having to purchase some energy as well too. So that, as they say, is that. So it's a fun game. I had fun for 3 weeks. But it's a free to play game, but it's not a paid. It's not free to win. There are free to win games on the market. You've got your Azur Lanes out there, and Destiny Child. Those are not. Those are free to play, and they're free to win. But they make their money off of selling non gameplay affecting items. They sell skins, cosmetics, things like that that you can that you purchase. It's the way you do. You get a character, you like it, you build it up, get a nice skin and think buy it. That's I fully support that. They free to play, free to win, but they got to support the game somehow. So definitely want to purchase something purchase something every now and then to support of the game, and I do that. But this takes there's a lot of videos out there if you read them, and they all pretty much agree that it's if you want to you got to pay if you want to be competitive, but it's just not a problem. That's the way it goes. So it's exciting. The 3 weeks I played it, I had fun. The story was extremely it was an interesting story. Surprise ending. Wasn't expecting that, but a good ending in a way, sort of. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But you just got to purchase the packs if you want to do anything. They got the events. The events are what they are. Again, to some like this one is going to go on for 3 weeks. Most only last a few days. This is the arena assault here. You got to win. Uh, in the arena. You know, if you got a strong team, you could probably do it. But to get that strong team, you're going to have to purchase. This is the leveling up. It looks like it's going on for about 3 weeks and 3 days left. You get some tombs in here, epic skill tombs, void shard and a sacred shard here at the very very end. But to do that, you've got to hit 3,600 points. When you only get making a 6-star, you only get 3,300 points. So that's you're going to have to be close to doing one just about uh, uh, quite a few. Needless to say, it's not something you can do if you're free to play in the game. It just wouldn't work like that. Um, so it's set up the way it's set up. So that's what I wanted to say on it. But I did have fun for 7 days, and if it's a game that you want to just pick up and play for a few days, knock yourself out, you'll have some fun. A little bit of strategy involved. It's not difficult. You run your dungeons, run the dungeons, and you get knock it through. Um, you do your voids, forces, and magics. So based on whichever character you're trying to level up, they open up each day. Arcane keeps open every day. Um, you could run the labyrinth, get some scrolls for your masteries. Spider's Den, you can get accessories, which don't drop very often, so you'll spend a lot of time on the Spider's Den. Ice Golem, Dragon Lair, and Fire Knights, those are where you get specific sets. Again, you have to be in the upper levels of those to be competitive in terms of getting the good 6-star sets. So it's farming. It is what it is. Clan boss, you have to join a clan, and you can fight the clan boss again. takes a different type of team to run the clan boss. Arena faction wars haven't been implemented yet, so. But it's a fun game to pull around for a while. I don't have any trouble with that. You'll be able to complete some of the challenges and the missions and the quests. Um, the problem is that, they just don't give you enough. The doozy shards, the mystery shards, ones and twos. Um, you get a bunch of these, not a problem. Ancient shards, you can get a couple a week. I think every 3 or 4 days they have one that you can buy. Um, and you can pick them up in some of the events if you don't have to get all the way to the end, but if you get through it some of the ways, you can sometimes pick up a shard. Void shards you get in the events as well too. There's no, I got one for completing the game. Um, the campaign, you get one. Sacred shards, I've only gotten one, and that one was given to me on Christmas Day. They gave everybody a sacred shard on Christmas Day. And I opened that up, and I got my first and only legendary character, and that's Cupidus. He's not a bad, not a bad character. Does some stuff. He's got a very nice aura, increase eye attack at all battles by 33%. So I use him as my main to increase my attack. Days. He's a much more effective character if you compare him with Venus. Any debuff character, 24 more damage. So if I guess when Cupidus first came out, he was they had an event, it was a while back before I played the game, and they had pools. You had rate up pools for Venus and Cupidus. That event is of course long past, but the characters are still out there, and I managed to pull him. But he's nice. I like his aura. So I've just been running him, and then Tayrel, one of the very, very good character. You'll get several videos on him. Good damage, high defense. So he's a good character. I got lucky pulling him. Your starting characters, Kale, Elhanan, and Galek the Orc. They're supposed to be good characters as well too. You get War Priest here, completing the first. I think it's the first level in the campaign. She's not bad. She does some healing. So. And they give you some good sets when you start out the game. I managed to get him a few days ago. Executioner level 30. You have to get all the way to story mode level 11 before he's out, and you can get him as one of the characters in the game. So I worked him up too. So that's pretty much what I've been running is those 5 characters, 6 characters actually, and I alternate them out to see which one do the best. I ended up beating it with Cupidus, Tayrel, Kale, and I had Elhanan in there, and War Priest in there for healing is what I ended up beating it on. So it's beatable. But if you want to be competitive and upper level competitive and have really really good teams, you're going to have to spend to get some of the swords that you need. And keep doing that until you get the characters. Again, even once you get a shard, it might just be a waste. You might not get anything at all. Some of the characters are, some characters are better than others. And this is a synergy function. So remember that the character by itself may not be that great, but when you pair it with other characters, it might be much better. So there's some strategy involved in that effect too. It's something to keep you occupied. But it's free to play, but not free to win. I've heard rumors of people dumping $10,000-$15,000 on the game, and that's the way it's set up. It's set up to purchase. You're going to have to advance and get into early upper tiers. You're going to have to pay for it. The company that owns it, Planetarium, apparently is an online gambling company. They purchased the game, and it's set up that's the way it is if you want to do it. And if you got the money to do it and you want to do it, then it's a game. Go for it. But if you're looking for a game to play that you don't want to spend a whole lot of money and you still want to have be competitive, it's not the game. You stick to your Azure Lanes and your Destiny Childs and even Damash. Those games are free to play and they're free to win. They're monetized via skins and non-game affecting items, unlike this. So, but it was great fun for me. I didn't spend any money on it, of course, but I spent 3 weeks on it, beat the game, and it was a nice story. I had fun. I like these types of games. If you're, there's other games out there. There's Air of Light. If you like this type of game where you have to, use fodder from other characters and level up characters using the other thing, you might want to look at Air of Light. A little bit more generous with the upper level characters. They have events, and during the holidays, you always get free, free pools of their max characters. So that's a common theme. So it's in Air of Light, and it's a nice game as well too. Um, I would I I I wouldn't. Yeah, I would have to say Air of Lights. It might be free to win. That's just how generous they are with their with what they give you. For the events and stuff. So you can definitely be competitive. So but it is what it is. So that's what it is. So this is the final review on it. I just wanted to give everybody my opinion on the game after spending 23 days in it. So if you want to kill some time, and just play around with it, go right ahead. You'll be able to beat it, like I say. And as you continue to play it, if you play it for an extended period of time, you might be able to build up a fairly decent team. But you're probably not going to be able to ever get even close to what the whales are doing with max level, max skills. There's not enough stuff in the game unless you spend money on it, and you have to spend quite a bit of it to be competitive. So that's where we're at on that one. But it is what it is. So again, Raid Shadow Legends free to play, but pay to win is the verdict from my experience. Okay, so put a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to know every time I drop a new video. And I hope everybody had a happy holidays, and I'm wishing everybody a happy new year, which shall be on us here in a few days. So again, this is Ken Rear signing out.